Hi, welcome to Build a Base with Daddy Town Hall 10 Farming Edition. So for many of us, we've got to Town Hall 10 and we want to build out our bases, but we need some gold, we need some elixir. So for many of us, a good way to do so is to farm. And farming really means, well, first of all, protecting your resources over your cups. And really what that means is putting a town hall outside. The reason we do that is so that people can take our town hall and give us a shield, and if all they want is cups, then they'll go on their merry way. If they want resources as well, we have to do something about protecting that as well. So we're going to follow the same principles that we followed with all the other videos really, which is segregating our base with walls, slowing the attacker down if you like, and separating out the resources that are important to us, and also separating out the defences so that they can't focus their attack in any one place. So the most effective defensive structure that you've got is a clan castle full of good archers and good wizards, or whatever it is that your clan tends to give. So it's a very good reason to get a good clan actually. So we're going to put the clan castle in the middle, and I think, what resources do we like to protect? Well, we do like to protect dark elixir. We do like to protect gold. In fact, we like to protect gold a lot. We like to protect, well, what do you reckon? Protect a bit of elixir? Really, it's up to you what you want to put in the middle there. And then, okay, so that's a good defensive sort of structure, if you like. That's good for defense also. And the nice thing about Town Hall 10 is that you get to be really creative with your bases. So I'm going to put a basic core in there, which has, well, some defense and has some stuff that you want to protect. I'm going to put a nice strong wall around it. Now, whether you want to put your strongest walls in the outside or the inside, it's largely down to your preference. There really is, there's nothing really that you can say. But what I would say is that if you don't have many walls, it's probably a good idea to put them in the middle so they're not scattered everywhere. If you do have a lot of walls, it's probably a good idea to put them on the outside. Well, so as we only have 3 of these and 3 of these, it's generally a good idea to put them in a sort of a triangle way if you can. That way you're getting maximum possible protection across your whole base. Remember, you want to try and have overlapping protection if you possibly can. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to put my, I'm going to use an L-shaped design with a little bit of a twist. So there's an L there. Okay, there's a L there, and let's see what else we can put in the middle there. Fence there. Air defences are something that you really probably want to keep as central as you possibly can. Really, I mean, if you're farming, probably doesn't matter that much, because it's unlikely that you're going to be at a particularly high level. But if, I mean, heavy air tends to be only a major problem when you get really high up. But still, it's always a good idea to keep it central, just in case you get the odd balloon, excuse me, balloon or minion attack. Sorry, dragon attack. What am I talking about? Minions. Now remember, the mortars have a dead zone, so we need to focus on protecting that dead zone from being, from being exploited by those pesky attackers. Okay, there we go. Just pop that air defense on a little bit because I've got it there. Now, what else do we have? We have some gold and we have some elixir there. We're trying to separate out the gold and the elixir, really, just so that I mean, look, if like me you don't have much gold, you might want to swap it over, right? You want to try and keep, you know, like 2 open there and 2 open there, because, you know, think of it from the point of view of an attacker. How does that look? So, what else have we got? So we've got wizard towers. It's probably a good idea to keep those fairly separated, especially if you're looking to be attacked by balloons and minions. Let's protect the mortars with Teslas. Sort of roughly okay. It's not perfect, but you know what in life is. Here's when I start to worry about whether we're going to run out of walls. What I'm doing here is just removing the cross junctions there.
The evolution of life on Earth seems to have been profoundly altered by collisions with such bodies.
It doesn't really matter with a farming base whether or not we have buildings too far away, because we're not really concerned about losing cups. Let's look at our junctions. So junctions here are okay, junctions there are okay, and junctions around there are fine. Where we are now is we have a fairly wide core actually, but that's just the way it worked out. Then we've separated out the resources and we've separated out the protection. Whether or not that's good, I don't know. We could probably move these around a little bit, tweak them a little bit better. But you know, that's the way it is. We've got an Inferno up there, an Inferno up there. There's only 2 of them, so you know you're not going to get full coverage. But they are protected by some pretty tough defences. So to get to the Infernos is going to be quite a struggle. We've got these tiny, I mean it's not the most elegant thing in the world, but we've got these tiny little paths. I mean if anybody can get up there past all these defences, good luck. Certainly not going to be Goblin Rush, that's for sure. What I've done with the resources and the other buildings is I've tried to push back the spawn point as much as you can. Can you see that? If you can see that border there, right, that's the only place that they can actually spawn their troops. What that means is it's a lot more inaccurate for them. They have to clear out the outlying buildings first. Now, some people would push all those in, and the benefit of that is you can allow your defences to have have an effect on the troops. But you know, I mean, it's much of a muchness really. I prefer to keep them back and less accurate at the moment if I'm farming. With respect to the defences, you may choose not to use big bombs when you're farming because they're 20,000 gold each. If you're trying to save gold, it's probably not a good idea. But what I do recommend you do is I do recommend you use your air mines, not the black ones, but the red ones. The reason is if you're subject to a some sort of minion attack, what you really want to do is have these things deep in, so that once they've released their minions from far back, the minion, you get a big bunch of minions there trying to attack that, and boom, the whole lot goes up in smoke. So that's probably a good idea. So yeah, don't worry too much about your big bombs. Don't worry too much about these black things. They're only effective anyway against major attack, major air attack, and I don't really rate them that much. These little bombs, you can probably scatter them in in the holes, wherever you like, really. They are probably not worth even bothering about too much. I don't think I've ever won or lost a game because of my bombs. Stick them. Yeah, stick it there. And that's that. Oh, don't forget your Santa's present. Very, very important. Put it there. There we go. Yeah, so that's really my my Town Hall 10 farming base. I hope that was useful for you. I would love to hear your thoughts. It does look a little bit like a Pokeball, doesn't it? But you know, I mean, it's not symmetrical, right? This is done on the fly, so I'm not following a plan here. But I hope it's useful for you. One for the Americans, one for the Chinese. Ni hao, my Chinese friends. And of course the British flag, salute the Queen. And where's Pekka going to go? What do you reckon? Should we put him down at the bottom? Yeah, stick him down at the bottom. He usually goes down at the bottom. Oh yes, in the old days he went down at the bottom. There we go. Save village. Yes, I do. There I am. So I would love to hear if you do decide to use this. Look at this little line there. Come on, little ants. Off you go. How cute is that? Little soldiers marching off to war. You're all going to die, you know that. Yeah. It's quite a brutal game, isn't it, really? You sort of just put them to their certain death and in return for a few sort of numbers on a screen. Say hi to everybody. Hi. Okay. Well, I hope that was useful. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you do use it, let us know. If you don't use it, let us know. In fact, if you stumbled across this channel thinking it's PewDiePie, let me know. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye for now.